y'all doing?
It's the special effect.
So, you're probably wondering, what's going on? You know, why are you packing up? Why are you doing all that? I am about to head to Gettysburg for the Gettysburg Bash. And I thought I'd just bring y'all along with me. Gotta go to Wawa, gotta get some fuel, along with get a little bit of food this morning. It is currently 8:04, and it should take me, hopefully with no traffic, about 3 hours. So, stay tuned. The lighting kind of sucks, but I am now at Wawa, about to go get me some foodage, and then we'll be on the road to Gettysburg. So, hang tight, I'll be right back. I got me some Wawa. I'll tell you what, one of the best things that ever happened in this world is mobile ordering. Don't have to wait in lines, don't have to do anything. Literally, put in my order on my phone, get out of the car, and pick it up. So let's hook the GPS up and see what we're looking at. 154 miles. Two hours and 49 minutes. See, I'm gonna get there 11:08. Bet you $5 I get there faster. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the road, and once I'm on the road, I'll turn the camera back on and give you a little bit of fun facts about Gettysburg. Even though everybody and their brother has been to Gettysburg or knows of Gettysburg, I'm still gonna give you a little fun facts. So, hang tight. All right, so I've been chugging along here probably for about an hour now, and I figured I'm on the outer realms of the Devil's Butthole, AKA Northern Virginia. I thought I'd give you your first little tidbit of the day. So we all know that July 1st to July 3rd, 1863 was when the Battle of Gettysburg was actually fought. But did you know that the second day was actually the largest and most expensive? It called for 100,000 soldiers. 20,000 of those soldiers ended up either dead, wounded, captured, or missing in action. So I'm going to leave you with this little bit of, something to think about before I give you your second fun fact when I hit Maryland. What do you think that made those people feel? All 3 days were horrible, but think of the anxiety, the stress, the adrenaline, the fear, all of that radiating with that many people, and then having blood in those people unfortunately perish on those grounds. Do you think that energy might still be just fumigating out of the ground? The ground just absorbed it all like a sponge, and it's just releasing it because it's just taking in so much. So on that note, think about that. I will give you your second little tiddly bit when I hit Maryland, once I'm out of this hellhole, and I will see you then. Okay. made it through Northern Virginia without killing myself, or anyone for that matter, and I am now in Maryland. So I figured it is the perfect time for your second tiddly bit. Did you know that on July 4th, 1863, when the Army of Northern Virginia was retreating and coming back home, they had a 17-mile long wagon train for all their wounded and deceased? So think about this. You would think that that is probably the worst part of that whole situation, but it gets worse. So apparently it had rained its ass off, and because it rained its ass off, when they got to the Potomac River, the river had flooded. So they had to wait a few days for the floodwaters to go down so that they could cross to get back home. So just imagine yourself sitting there on a wagon in pain, because you know they didn't have any modern medicine, obviously, waiting for water to come back down, more than likely getting an infection in whatever is an open wound, and possibly dying there waiting to cross the river. It seems like a fun time to be alive. No. So that's your second tiddly bit of today. And when I get to Gettysburg, which will be in about an hour, I will give you your final tiddly bit. Well, we're finally here. 3 hours later, traffic and everything. So with that, I will give you your last tiddly bit. Did you know that there were women that fought on both sides of the war? Whether they enlisted because they wanted to make their own money or fought for what they thought was right, but there were women that fought on both sides. There are 9 female soldiers that perished during the Civil War, one of which being at Gettysburg. So I'm going to go in here and see what's going on and kind of round up where everyone else is, and I will show y'all some of the bash and see what else we have. Alright, see y'all then. Alright guys, we are headed downstairs to the bash. It is day 2. I didn't get any filming of day 1 because it just kind of everyone just setting up and hanging out, having a good time. But tell me this isn't the Shining hallway. Like, that is like extra spooky. Come play with us. So yeah, I'm gonna get downstairs, get set up, and see you in a little bit. All right, so I figured while I'm sitting here in traffic and this guy's staring at me, might as well, you know, do a little bit of vlogging. So I suck. I literally got 0 footage from the bash. I'm gonna try to steal some pictures from people because I didn't even get any pictures, and I'll post them up. However, we did do some really cool investigating with Ron Yacovetti. He deals with the spirit box thing. I really don't have a good way to explain it. He explains it a little bit better than I do. But we did get to investigate with him and had some really good responses, really good activity. But I'm on my way back home now. It has been a super awesome weekend. I am extremely tired. I didn't get much sleep over the past 3 days. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shut the camera off, fight the traffic, and when I get home, I will give you a little bit more of a rundown. And then after that, I will show you the footage from the investigation Saturday night.
Quick rundown on what we're doing. So this is direct radio voice. This is predates Frank's box, Spirit box, Ghost box stuff. We're not sweeping. This radio in my hand has the same frequency that I'm filtering. And all I'm doing is when people denoise things and clean up the audio and post-production or in review, I'm doing it now in real time. We're using an AI which looks for speech. So you can't use a ghost box, so you'd be putting fragments of sound in, so there's no sound. You'll hear that in a second. And then early EVP research in ITC suggested that a lot of the times the vocals come in off cadence and at speeds the human vocal tract isn't capable of. So I'm also I'm doing it now, but I may recalibrate everything because we had it really good and then it got distorted a little bit. So I'll let you know if I recalibrate. But what we're also doing is we're slowing it down in real time. And based on that early research, when I had the idea to do that, I asked a bunch of Ghostbox people. I said, how do I slow down a radio in real time? And everybody went, I don't know. So I found a component, I found a way, and we worked it out. So now we're slowing it down, cleaning it up in real time to do what ITC was meant to do, which is to have communication, not record and review. So what you're going to hear, is this is the frequency I'm running on this radio and filtering. That's all I'm using. If there was broadcast, if anybody was on that carrier wave, you'd be hearing it right now. So when you hear what sounds like voices, even if we can't make out what they're saying necessarily, they shouldn't be there. That's it. So that's important just to kind of know. If you hear something, by all means call it out. We try not to get into lengthy discussions if we hear something because we may talk over something else, but if you hear something, definitely call it out. And just like other shit, you guys know, if you ask a question, give it a chance to breathe. If you ask a question, same thing. Just see if we get responses to it. All right, so all I did was mute it. It was perfect, and then it went haywire a little bit. So I'm gonna. Yeah, he's laughing. We know somebody who's got a bridge burning way of life, and we've asked before about him in different places, and it said a-hole every time. So he goes, "Can I ask it?" So everything sounded perfect and clean, and then he goes, "Oh," and he asks about the guy, and it goes asshole, and everybody laughs. and then it went
if we're related.
Yeah, you get that all the time.
Well, here's the best part. Then it got into this high screechy pitching thing, sounding thing, and then he asked the damn question again, and it went asshole.
Do you want me to turn it just towards the speaker a little bit? And you're already recording, so I'm going to start recording. All right, so this is direct radio voice. This is the Gettysburg Bash on Saturday night. We're running a shortwave frequency. We're filtering it live. All right, I'm going to open it up. I will announce if I recalibrate and do anything, so through recording you'll have a record of what's happening. All right, we're going to talk to you again. We're going to forget about the name that we asked about. We're going to try to start clean like friends. Here we go. All right. We have friends that joined us. Can we get a hello? Nice.
I just heard that.
I heard it.
And that's if I let you hear the white noise.
I can't what?
Blame it. about settings. No. You're not gonna be what I did here at DJ house.
Something about these spirits are hustlers? If the 7 are involved, can you say 7, please? If you're from Gettysburg, can you say Gettysburg, please?
Gettysburg.
How many of us are in this room?
And that's just this. That's it. That's it.
How many of us are in this room?
Too much.
Too much.
All good.
The female's trying to come through.
Yes.
Stronger.
Yes, she's stronger now.
Are we keeping you from going to bed?
Gettysburg spirits.
Yes, it does.
Do you know what time it is?
Wait.
Is it female?
I respect.
Can the female give us her name?
Trying to like something.
Features. It's awesome. Do you find that when you do this, that whoever you're communicating with is experiencing the time, like experiencing time the same as we are? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so, yeah.
It's midnight now, or what, 12:30 or something.
I don't think they're,
What time
they're
is
bound by space-time at all. And we asked about if it comes from using light, and he said light, what did they say before? Light what? Light energy or something?
Yeah.
Bright light?
Bright light.
No, when I asked about coming through, are they using light to communicate? What was the answer?
Proton.
Photons.
Light transmitter.
Transmitter, yeah.
Light transmitter.
Light transfer was the answer.
Light
I asked if
transmitter.
they're using photons instead of light transfer. Can you repeat that? Or if you're using light and the photon wave function, can you say photon?
Photon.
Chris.
I'm also Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Or if you ask some of the drunk folks out there, that's Scott.
Yeah, if you're drunk, I'm Scott and that's Evan.
Someone came out and was like, Evan! And I was like, hey!
Sounds like she's
Yeah.
Are we inside or outside right now?
Bless you.
Was that last year?
Ask it louder.
Are we inside a building or are we outside right now?
Inside.
He's right.
One of our friends did say there was an encampment right here. That's why I was telling you earlier. Like,
Are you bound to time and space?
That's because of this.
Can you please tell me what you see right now?
all of you.
Space.
Space again.
What color is that gentleman's camera?
If we're inside, what's the floor made out of?
Carpet.
Show kids how to work it.
Interesting, so this is the carpet or indoors, which would insinuate this, right? Like if you're thinking like 1860s or whatever, they're not gonna have carpet back then. And I can't imagine there was anything that was even earlier, or I guess later, that actually would have had carpet, like a house or something.
Right.
Woven grass and stuff like that.
A lot of the thought behind that goes to something in consciousness study that's called morphic field or morphogenic morphic resonance, which is every living, like the Force in Star Wars, every living thing is connected. Even things that are supposed to be inanimate are in fact energy, so that everything's connected, so that once you pass, or if you're on the other side or wherever they are, they're not bound to the knowledge they had when they were incarnate as a human. They now have everything, like the Akashic records, everything's out there. So they can know what something was even if it didn't exist when they did. And it's if they were even human before.
Right.
Am I correct on that?
Correct.
What do you want us to take away from this contact capability? What do you want us to do with this? You want us to help people? Please help people. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. I heard that.
Yeah.
Are you in the room with us, or do you see us more as like peering through a window?
With you. It's weird too. What it's doing?
Can you tell me if you ever walked the earth?
My name. Miss Megan.
That's you?
There's only very few people that call me Megan.
That's
Pronounced Megan.
What do you want to say to Megan?
Hey, mother.
I did do something like that, yes.
You
This is
help out.
Yeah.
This is different. This is a different one.
It is.
It's not the same as before.
And this one's not as timid.
No.
No.
It's assertive. It's assertive. This one's making my hairs go up on my
Someone identifying themselves as astral. How do you identify us?
Spirits.
What do you call us?
She would just say weirdos.
Weirdos.
What is it, objects? Are we more human or more spirit?
More
Babies? The female.
Is this an easier form of communication for you versus moving something or knocking on a, making a noise, like knocking on the table?
Yeah.
Why is it easier?
Some bridge.
It's a communication contact bridge. We were talking about it before. That's in the lore of ITC. That was your answer. How many keepers of the bridge are there?
Yes, I heard there are different ones and then many.
Can you communicate with each other? Can you hear each other and talk to each other and have discussions?
What do you call the higher vibrational beings over where you are? What do you call them? Angels right there.
Angel.
So one of the things that we like to do, at least I know Chris and I and Megan, is we like to joke and laugh and have a good time. Do you know any jokes? Are there jokes on that side? Do you guys have humor?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Can you tell us a joke?
There was like two.
Wait. Let's see if he gives the right answer.
Yeah, can you tell us a joke? Like barely talking there. Yeah. I mean, he's just curious because it's like if you think of our humor versus like a different time.
Do you know somebody who is a joke?
How about what do you perceive to be funny? What's funny to you? Dancing?
I mean, they were dancing and they looked pretty damn funny out there earlier.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yes, we did. Just about.
He's just curious, right? Because like we all like to laugh and have a good time and everything. We don't take paranormal so seriously. Do you feel temperature? Do you ever feel cold?
Are you allowed to tell us where you are right now? Where are you?
Moderator, tell him.
What the fuck? I did hear that. I heard that.
That's not broadcast.
Listen.
All right, so what's your favorite curse word?
Can you influence our dreams?
Yes.
Wow.
Good question.
Do you give us messages through the dreams? Like maybe warnings, things like that?
It's not like you said that.
Not you, right? Not you.
Okay.
Patience, jackass.
Do you do that because you want to or you're told to?
Do we travel astrally when we sleep and intermingle with you? Does that happen? God help us.
God help us. You're putting us through. God help us.
I want to ask.
Go right ahead.
Sorry if I said it right.
I'm already offended.
Like, is it the same God when you got there that you believed in here?
There's
There's still. Hard to explain. So it's not one God.
it's many.
Many,
Holy
yes!
shit.
Yes!
Holy shit. That came out clear.
Good question. Holy.
That was the female.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
That's all over my
I had
body.
chills too.